go. Okay, yeah, what is go? Welcome back to your Feel Good Breakfast Show Expresso on SABC3. Man, I nearly broke my neck, man. Nearly broke my neck. Let's ease up on that. I cleaned up pretty well this morning.
You do, dude. You look very dapper this morning.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Robin. Our stylist, she's always doing amazing work.
Dude, did you see the makeup I got on my
Oh, is that from Taylor?
That is proof. No, I wish it was from Taylor. No, it's from my girl, from Zols.
Oh, from Zols.
I know. Hey, okay. I'm going to get into trouble, bro.
Let's give it. You know, I said Ruben's watching the show. Anyway, guys, this weekend was a
great
one.
What a big weekend.
You go right ahead.
No, go ahead. After you, sir.
No, really.
No, please.
It was a big weekend, of course, in the sporting world. Of course, the African Cup of Nations kicked off in South Africa, the host nation, at the National Stadium, when our boys took on a very, I think, confident and slightly underdogish Cape Verde side, right?
Yeah, I would say an uninspiring Cape Verde side. They really didn't come to win the match. I think they were playing a very holding negative football. But nonetheless, we both get to start our campaign with a clean sheet.
Exactly.
And that we'll take. Bafana still in search of their first goal, though, of 2013. It wasn't the most inspiring game. Cape Verde Islands, I think, held South Africa to a goalless draw in the opening game of the African Cup of Nations. I think with a very, as I said, a negative style of football, but they obviously didn't want to take any massive risks being their opening game. Bafana held the majority of the possession and territory throughout the game, but were far from clinical when it came to finishing off in the box and collecting their share of the points. Now, the late introduction of Lerato Shabangu injected some new energy into the game. Gordon Eggerson's men, they couldn't find that final touch, and this is something that's been spoken about a lot.
Definitely, yes, and I think something of a big concern when we look at our side. I mean, we're trying to reignite the passions and the hopes of 1996, and right now our boys aren't really looking like they've got the killer instinct, especially when it comes to being in front of goal and really finishing off those chances once we've created them.
It's 100%, and it almost seems like playing as individuals, lots of points to prove as individuals to the press possibly, but that team quite hasn't clicked yet. We didn't see a huge amount of goals across the board, which we can take as some comfort. Morocco and Angola also played out to a goalless draw yesterday. The two draws means that everyone in Group A still has a chance of qualifying, so we did get a bit of a let-off in that respect. Each team collecting just 1 point from Saturday's play. Yesterday did provide a few more fireworks.
Of course, the match of the weekend where the Democratic Republic of Congo took on Ghana, and they conjured up a comeback to draw 2-2 with strong contenders Ghana, of course, yesterday as the AFCON saw its first goals of the tournament. Now, 3 goals in the second half in Port Elizabeth saw Ghana first extend their half-time lead before allowing DRC to fight their way back and then come within inches of snatching a dramatic late win. It's the kind of action we dream of seeing.
Yeah, that's what we wanted to see in our opening weekend. In today's action, defending champions Zambia kick off their campaign against Ethiopia. It's going to be a tough ask. When another tournament favourite, Nigeria, meets with Burkina Faso, you know the Nigerians are going to play a counter-attacking, very fast-paced game, very physical game. The likes of Collins and Basuma and Victor Moses in action today. We are sure there are going to be some goals. I think the main thing is put it down to an opening weekend of a tournament. No one's going to take any big risks. And I think the rain also played a massive factor. The opening ceremony I thought was beautiful.
Absolutely.
It must have been a bit of a trick in that kind of weather, you know, those massive puppets. But it was great to see the stadium almost full despite the weather. Just over 70,000 people came out to watch the opening game, which is a pretty good...
It's a pretty good turnout.
Yeah, good indication. So get those tickets, get out to the games, and of course you can catch all of the action on SABC Sport. They're bringing you every game between SABC 1 and SABC 3. Great to be broadcasting a bit of football, man.
Indeed, we love it. I think as a hold on, a bit of a closing statement. Don't hug me yet, man. You're making things very awkward right now.
I missed the
lesson.
I
think to our boys out there, I think we've got to really find a common resolve. They really got to try and play for something bigger than just themselves, like we were saying. Not trying to prove individual points or anything like that. Play for the country. Come on, Bafana, make us proud.
Yeah, they've already sent the message. They don't want bonuses until they make the knockout rounds. Now make the knockout rounds, boys. But we are behind you 100%. Go out and get yourself a Bafana jersey and wear it on a Monday. Guys, are you filled with national pride this morning despite the lack of goals?